Now, as the world prepares for the COP30 climate summit in Brazil, attention is turning to the planet's biggest emitter, and that's China. It remains the world's largest source of greenhouse gases, but it also breaking record in renewable energy and electric vehicle production. So what exactly is Beijing bringing to the table? Here's a look at China's climate roadmap. China produces over 30% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, around 15.6 gigatons of CO2 in 2024, and this is according to the WION data. Coal still powers nearly 60% of the country's electricity, but China is also a world leader in clean energy and electric mobility. It accounts for 70% of global EV production, and nearly half of all new cars sold in China last year were either electric or plug-in hybrids. Now, despite these achievements, analysts say China's overall emissions remain too high to meet global targets, and that's where its new pledges come in. In September, Beijing announced its first numerical emission reduction target, promising to cut greenhouse gases by 7 to 10% by 2035. However, it did not specify a baseline year, leaving experts unsure how much impact the pledge will actually have. Now, scientists say China needs at least a 30% cut from 2023 levels to stay within the 1.5 degrees Celsius global warming limit. And still, there's optimism that China might underpromise but overachieve, as it has done before on renewables. Some researchers even believe China's emissions may have already peaked thanks to rapid growth in clean energy and nuclear power. Well, China's updated climate roadmap confirms plans to expand solar and wind capacity to 3,600 gigawatts by 2035, and that is 6 times the 2020 level. It currently has 1,482 gigawatts installed, meaning it would need to add about 200 gigawatts a year. That's well within its recent pace. Now, UN Climate Chief Simon Steele has called the announcement a significant moment in a collective effort. China also aims to raise non-fossil fuels to over 30% of its total energy use by 2035, and that is a goal experts say it's likely to exceed early, possibly reaching 36% within a decade. And when it comes to electric vehicles, Beijing is already ahead of schedule. President Xi Jinping has pledged to make new energy vehicles, including EVs, the mainstream for new car sales. Now, that milestone may already have been achieved, with EVs making up over 40% of new purchases nationwide. Now, China is also expanding its carbon trading system, now moving beyond the power sector to cover cement, steel, and aluminum industries, with more to follow.